everyone, welcome back to Grow Leafy. I'm Alicia, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. And this video is actually going to be a two-part. I'm going to be talking about and showing you how I'm going to be transplanting my young vegetable plants into this hydroponic system, this bucket system. Okay, I'm going to show you in this part one how I'm getting this bucket system set up. If you're wanting more details on how I actually drilled the holes and put it together and made it, I'm going to link a video right here for you so that you can watch that as well. Because every step in the process is very important. And so if you haven't been growing at all, it's not too late. You can start. And if you haven't been growing in the winter, you are missing out on really great food that you could be eating in your home. So I'm going to get started with this bucket system. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go on and do that because I will be pushing out a lot more videos this season. So let's get started with this first step. So now I've got my tube and the air rock, and I'm going to add it into here. I already have a hole that is poked right here. I use my drill and poke the hole so that the tube can fit through it. And I will add this tubing, sizing, and all that information in the description below. So make sure that you check out the description for this. That's all I do. And then attach that on. And this allows for oxygen to be bubbled all in the water. It looks like bubbles, like a bubble bath or something. But this is all that I do. And I mean, you could get all fancy and like prop it up and make it stay in place. But to be honest, I did that at first. And then after that, I just realized it wasn't needed. It did the work. It created the bubbles and the oxygen in the water that was needed for the plants. So that's all that I'm going to do. And then this part gets attached to the pump. And then once I'm done with that and I add the plants, it will be covered up. And if you want to know how I created this bucket system and how I set it up and drilled the holes and did all that kind of stuff, I've got a step-by-step got it in a video. I'm going to link right here. So go ahead and check out that video so that you can see exactly how I created it. So I've been soaking these clay pebbles for just maybe an hour or so. It's just really just to get out the actual residue, because it will leave a brownish color in the water. I just really want to strain these and clean these clay pebbles so that I would not have that issue. But that's the only reason why I actually do this. So I can see, I don't know if you can see how the water, there's a little bit of a brown color to it. See if you can see it when this pours out. Look down there. Okay, that's from the clay pebbles, and I don't want that in my system. I want the water to look very clear. I'm going to rinse it out. Rinse it off some more. Okay, that looks good. All right, good. Those are clean. When you're growing hydroponically, you have to add nutrients to the water because the water does not have nutrients in order to feed the plants for their growth. And so whereas when you're outside, you have the soil and everything else that's in it to feed your plants. Well, you have to add that in manually yourself. And so I will be using today the General Hydroponics, which is the original 3 part nutrient system. And I don't have a particular favorite, okay, because there are many other nutrients systems that are out there. So go ahead and try different ones, whatever works for you. And this year I'm going to try something different, but right now I want to start off with this because I have been using it for the past year and it has been great and I've seen great results. I have no problems with it. I think it's a fine system and it does the job and it does the job well. But I'm going to read directly from the website because I'm sure that you're probably asking me like, what is this and what does it provide? So I'm going to read it verbatim from their website so that you know. So on the General Hydroponics Systems website, it says Flora Grow, which is this first one, provides nutrients for structural and foliar growth, combined with Flora Micro to provide a specialized nutrient for rapidly growing plants during the structural and foliar growth phase. Now, you all know that I grow a lot of leafy greens, even indoors, not just outdoors, but inside my home. And my greens need to look green. If that's what I'm eating, I want to have healthy foliar growth. That is very important, or all of this is going to be in vain. Well, this system has done a fantastic job with doing that. The next part is Flora Micro, which provides rapidly growing plants with nitrogen, potassium, and calcium, as well as a combination of chelated micronutrients and trace elements. So there are all those nutrients in that your plant needs. And the third one is Flora Bloom. And the Flora Bloom provides minerals for the reproductive growth stage to support flowering, fruiting, and seed production. Okay, so all of these are very important so that you're able to have healthy growing plants when you're growing them in water. All right, so I'm going to be using, actually, because I have a 5-gallon bucket to fill up, and I'm going to fill it up multiple times, but I'm just going to probably show you up just one time how I'm going to fill it up, because I have a very large bucket that's back here that I'm going to be filling up. So it requires a lot of water. And so how I'm going to be using this is, for every gallon, I'm going to put 1 teaspoon. Now, on the back of the bottles, there are instructions, and you can also look at the website or look online, do your research to find more detailed information. This is what it looks like on the back, okay? And it tells you how much you need to add to it. So I'm actually going to select the one that says general purpose mild vegetative. Now, there's different ones. You can have the measurements for the cuttings and seedlings, aggressive vegetative growth, transition to bloom, or blooming and ripening. But I'm going to choose general purpose because that's what I want my plants to feed off on. And all I need to do is add 1 teaspoon per gallon. So it tells you on the back, and I'm sure you can even look at their website to find out more information. So 1 teaspoon of this one, that one, and that one. Let me go do that. So now I'm going to go ahead and add my nutrients to here. I'm adding 5 teaspoons. That was the Flora Bloom. The first one that I added in was the Flora Grow. And this third one that's also going to get 5 teaspoons is the Flora Micro. That's it for that. Then you want to mix it up pretty well. And then before adding any kind of pH up or pH down, to balance the pH, which should be between 5.5 to 6.5, you need to first test it out. And I've got a pH reader I'm about to use here. It's already been calibrated. So right now it's showing that I'm around a 7.8. Okay, if you can see that number, 7.9 when I lift it out of the water, but in the water it's about 7.8, 7.9. So I need to add in pH down. Because I've done this a few times, I can kind of estimate what I need to add. I'm thinking I'm going to need to add maybe 2.5 teaspoons first to start off with that. Because if you add too much in, then you're going to drop it below down to a 5 or less than that, and then you're going to have to end up adding more. So it's better just to add a little bit and then continue adding more to the pH down. Okay, so that's 2. Let me just try just a little bit more. Hopefully that wasn't too much. And if not, then I'll just have to bring the pH back up. So as I'm mixing it, try and mix it well, because if it's not mixed well, then it's going to read it incorrectly. So you really want to make sure that your water is mixed well with this nutrient solution. Let's see what it's reading as. Right now it's dropping down to 6.8. Okay. Sometimes I move it around, see, because that said 6.7. Okay, so really sad is 6.7. So I'm going to add maybe a quarter to maybe a half a teaspoon and more. So I've got a quarter. Let me start with a quarter first. That way, if I add too much, it'll be easier for me to just add a little bit more. That's a quarter. Let's see how a quarter does. Mix it around again. So it's a balance that you have to do with this. So right now it's dropping down to 6.2. And I could stop here, but I like to get mine to read at about 6.0. I'm going to add less than a quarter teaspoon to that, and that should just do it fine perfectly. A couple of drops there. Let's test that out. 6.2, so that really didn't do anything, so I'll add another quarter to that, or less than a quarter. I don't think it needs a full quarter. Right at a 6.0, perfect. Let's see if I can get this number to show to you. So there we go. Can you see that? 6.0. That's exactly where I want it to be. Perfect. Now we can add it to that bucket system. Now I have already added water to it, maybe about 3 gallons. I think we'll need more in here, 2 to 3. So I'm going to add that to it right now. That's enough. That's perfect. And that's it. So I hope that was pretty much simple. And if you need anything else from me, like any questions or comments that you want to make, or you're just not sure, please feel free to post questions, because I like to be able to answer them and communicate with you in this gardening community. So just remember to subscribe to my channel so that you're not missing out on the videos. Make sure you watch the part 2 as well, because that will be important to know how it's transplanted. And just start with whatever it is that you may have. You may not have access to this bucket in particular, but you know the concept. You see what it is that I'm trying to achieve. Try and achieve it with something else, with a different bucket, or you might have some other creative idea. And if you do, I'd love to hear about it. So until then, remember to grow leafy, and I will see you in part 2 in the next video. Bye.